Portsmouth, actually New Hampshire. We found out, it just popped up on my phone, that they're having a tall ship festival. Tall ships are those great big sailing schooners from the Civil War. Absolutely fabulous. There's going to be 3 of these boats in the harbor. But it's such a gorgeous day. We've got our roof off, and we're traveling through the most beautiful area. I know I keep giving you pictures of us traveling through trees, but for a Southern California girl, it's absolutely stunning. So relaxing, so beautiful, don't you think?
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best. We'll see you in Portsmouth.
Bye. The tall ships, and you can see in the background right there. This is in the other Portsmouth. So,
2 tall ships sailed into Portsmouth together, greeted by a flurry of small personal watercraft. You know, we drove an hour and a half to get there, but we simply just got up too late. It happens.
The original Kalmar nickel was built in Sweden and brought colonists to what they called New Sweden, today known as Delaware and parts of Pennsylvania. The replica is used for festivals such as this, as well as offering education. We have a link in the comments if you're interested.
The Key of Kalmar, that's a city in Sweden, and she proceeded to do 4 round-trip ocean crossings, which is the most of the era. You guys have probably heard of the Mayflower? She did one crossing. Kalmar nickel is most famous of the era, not so much anymore. So she would bring settlers to the new land.
Warm in the winter?
No.
Cozy. You slept. If they would choose 9 of you to be the sailors, half of you were sleeping, of you were working. Bell rings, you switch. It's called hot bunking. You slept on sort of like, it looked like a sheepskin rug. And I'm sitting on something super important. Anyone know what this is? It's a machine, a winch, called the windlass. So if you heard hands to the windlass, all of you would run up, shorter person inside, taller on the outside, and you'd hear heave around the windlass. And sometimes we're lifting the anchor. The past few days we've been doing the dock lines because there's a 10-foot tide here, so you don't want to go like this.
This is the actual whip staff we steer with. So if I want to stick go to the right, I push it to the right. If I want to make it go to the left, I steer it to the left. What I'm doing is I'm moving 200 pounds through the water with one hand. I get a 40-to-1 mechanical advantage. The advantage I don't have is if you turn around, I can't see where the heck I'm going. So above me on the quarterdeck, I have a conning officer, and that person will tell me which way to go.
So this is our main mast. You see the horizontal stick. That is called the main yard. It holds the mainsail. It's very heavy, 3,500 pounds. There's no electric winches or machines here. We use the capstan to lift that by putting longer bars in here, and 16 people will get around. And that gives us enough power to lift that load all the way up to the top. We also use that for the top masts, because sometimes bridges are lower than 106 feet, so we gotta lower it. We'll lower it with this. We'll re-raise it back up, and that's how we work things. We keep it very authentic to the 1600s.
The Lynx was the sleeker and faster schooner, but it was used in the War of 1812 as a privateer ship to prey upon our enemy's shipping. She was built in Fells Point, Maryland in 1812, but the replica is now used for festivals and for education. If you want to know more, we've included a link in the comments section of this video.
Very exciting day. It's a bucket list item. We're really so excited. We're sailing on a schooner today, a masted schooner, so we'll have a great sail. We got so excited that we found one we could have an afternoon sail on out of Newport, Rhode Island. We went one time in Mexico, and they never put the sails up. So I kept saying to the captain, "You are going to put the sails up, right?" They put the sails up first thing. You have to sail in Rhode Island, right?
sailing capital of the world.
You know, there's nothing more exhilarating than feeling the wind rushing through your hair as your ship's in full sail.
Some beautiful boats in the harbor. We passed all kinds of historical sites in the harbor, including a fort that we don't have a picture of, that was built in 1812 and continued to work as a working fort until World War II.
Clingstone Rock House was built by Joseph Walton in 1905, and he did it as an act of defiance. It's weathered countless storms and a few hurricanes. It fell into disuse for quite some time, and apparently teenagers used to use it for partying. Go boys. It was then purchased by an architect, and he and his sons totally restored it.
The elegant Claiborne Pell Newport Bridge, shown here, is the longest suspension bridge in New England.
Hammersmith Farm was built in 1887 and is most notable for being a favorite place of Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy, where she spent time with her mom and stepdad as a child. More of the Newport, Rhode Island mansions are coming, so stay tuned.
We spent a little time wandering around the shops, but the thrill of the day had been on the tall ship and all of its glory under sail.
Hey, thanks for watching. And if you like our videos, please press the subscribe button.